What's going on YouTube? Brandon Lechuga here, and welcome to 303 Streets. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to 303 Streets. My name is Brandon Lechuga, and today we are going over how to do your rear differential on your Kawasaki Teryx. This is the 800cc. Pretty much that's it. This is, like I said, it's 2015 4-seater. So today we're going to go over how to switch out the rear differential for that. Sorry about this. Truck's locked. Oh, I just locked it again. So I actually store this at my parents' house because I don't have enough room in my garage. But the trailer's at my house because I have a rock on the side. I have a rock on the side where I can store that. But so today this is, this needs to be done every, I would say every 20 to 30 hours. I would do this. I recommend. That's also what the manual recommends. It actually recommends your first 20 hours you flush the rear, the front, and the oil. If you don't know how to do that, check out some of my other videos. I have that. But yeah, so today we're going to do the rear differential, and I already am letting that drain. So let's go over really quick what you're going to need. You're going to need some sockets or a wrench. I use sockets. So here's what I use for the top to get the fill bolt off. This is an 11/16. So that was right here, and here that is. So I'm going to clean that up. So that goes with that. And then your drain bolt that's underneath is a, what is that, 9/16. 9/16. So the drain bolt for that is right there, and that is where the drain bolt is located. As you can see, it's dripping. It's going to be that center hole out of the 5, and that is where you drain your differential. And then right back in here is where you fill it back up. So when you're filling it, you're gonna obviously, put your drain bolt back in. You're gonna put your fill tube in there. You're gonna fill it until it starts to overflow. Once it starts to overflow, then it's full. There's like a little fill line. So that's pretty much how you do it. You're gonna get a quart of Kawasaki gear and wet brake oil. That's what I recommend. The front differential, my bad. Front differential is pretty basic. Up there you can see it says UTV. Synthetic gear oil, that's what I use for the front. You can get that at any auto part store. That doesn't really matter. I mean, even if you get the gear oil from Kawasaki, it's like $1 more at Kawasaki. So if you're gonna do the front and the rear, I recommend that you just do both at the same time. And this was $10 from Kawasaki itself, and it's a Kawasaki brand, so you know it's going to work. Very important, the rear has to be gear and wet brake oil. That is very important. Make sure you do that. So like I said, when I fill this back up, I'm going to do it with a little tube. I'm going to put it on the end of here. I'll cut this off, put the tube on, fill it, and then once it overflows, starts to overflow a little bit, that's when you know it's good. You just put that back on. I'm gonna clean those bolts up before I put them back on, especially this one. This one is very dirty. That I'll show you. Look at all that collecting. That is not good. Little shards. And that's why you have to change your oil, because it's gonna start grinding your gears and stuff. So I'm gonna clean this off. Like, look at that, that is bad. So all those metal shards, this is a little magnetic catcher, so it doesn't ruin it. So that's why you have to do this, is because those get cycled through and it can mess up your rear differential if you don't cycle this through. So be very sure to do that. So from scratch, let's start from the beginning. So when you're going to do this, first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your again, this is a 11/16. You're going to take your 11/16 socket. Got grease all over my fingers, or oil. You're going to break that bolt, and then you're going to take it off, because if you can't get it back on, you can't, or if you can't take it off, you can't fill it. So that's the first thing you do. Take that off. Second, you're gonna go underneath with your 9/16, and you're gonna break the little bolt, and then you're gonna take it off, and then let your fluid drain. Make sure that the washer that was on there, if there's a washer on there, that it stays on there. Mine, I don't think it had a washer because I didn't get oil or anything on it anywhere else. I was very careful. So yeah, there's no washer, but take that out, let it drain completely, let everything flush, clean both your bolts, and you're gonna put your drain plug back in, and then you're gonna get your Kawasaki wet and your gear oil that's wet and brake oil. Cut it, put your tube in, put the tube into the fill bolt, and then once you fill it and it starts to come out, that's it. You're only gonna need 1 quart. And that's how you do the rear differential on a Kawasaki Teryx. This is, again, the fuel injected 4x4, 4-seater. It's all the same for all these. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave some at the bottom and I will do my best to answer it. Thank you and have a good day.